So a few years ago, I was working on a series called Scooby-Doo Guess Who, and one of the early guest stars was the Funky Phantom and his crew. So they gave us some old Funky Phantom model sheets, which as you can see are dated 1971. And this was the star of the show, the Funky Phantom, who was a ghost come back from colonial times in America, came to the present day and helped these kids, these meddling kids, solve a bunch of mysteries. So teaming them up with the Scooby Gang to solve a bunch of mysteries was a natural thing for this new Scooby series. So here's the model sheet of the Funky Phantom, and let's see if we can copy a drawing of him successfully. Let's look at page 3 here, and let's try and draw this one here, this 3/4 shot. So let's break it down into the shapes. There's a circle for the basic part of the head, and then basically a circle here for the bottom part of the head. But as you see, it has a couple of almost straights on it, and it's a pretty simplistic breakdown. And then there's a center line here. This continues over like this, so that means we have to have a line across and then down here, and that's the basis of this character. This nose here, so they've put his ear like this, the eye, bottom of the nose. So let's see if we can draw this guy now. Prop it up here so I can see it. And let's start with the circle for the head. And then a piece that comes down here and then back. And we continue the circle down underneath. A little fat of the neck back here. I'm guessing his chest comes out like that. The center line like this, then across, and then down. So his eyes are right above that line there. And then that means his ear, looks like they have his ear inside of his head. A line like that. Now let's build the face. So his nose comes out here almost to the edge of the face, and then it curves down like that, and then one eye there and the other eye right about here. An eyebrow at the top of the nose line. Looks like it comes across here. And then the other eyebrow right across the top like that. Two eyebrows would kind of make one line going across, right? His hat goes right across his eyebrows. Nice sweeping line over, down, and then this one comes up, over. Nice sweeping line across. And then down here. It's not too far over. It might be too far over. Let's see. I could probably cheat that and come back here. Here. That looks a little better. So his hair comes down behind his ear. Front of the hair comes right here and back. And it gets tied with a ribbon that goes up. Another one here. This line like that. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the collar around like this. Line, tiny line here, and then let's make that smile happen. Let's go here, comes down, across, up, and somewhere between the nose and the mouth. Looks like this line goes right about like this. And we need to cheat the ear back a bit and down. So let's go like here. Get that distance just right. So when you draw in light blue pencil, you can make all the adjustments you want because it's a light blue color. And then his lower lip, down and up. A little bit of mustache. Looks like he has a bit of a scarf around his neck that is tied around here. So let's take one of our slightly darker blue pencils and darken in some of the details here, just so we know which lines we're gonna clean up when we do our dark pencil drawing. That, and then we can grab one of our where are those pencils? Nope. This one. Nope. And you can hardly see that. Let's try a Dixon. That's a little better. But not by much. Okay. Here's a 4B pencil. Let's rock with that. So we're just doing a rough cleanup of this, just to darken in some of the lines. And let's get that eye in there. Looks like it goes here and then down, so up. And this one. And the sprigs of the hair to come out like this. Now let's put in the coat. Bit of the collar comes down. And the scarf. Kind of like that. And I'm using a Statler Mars 4B at this point. I take liberties with these drawings. So here's the drawing that we started with to copy from the model sheet. Here's our version of it. They've got a thick line here, thick line here, a little thickness here. So give it a try. You can find this model sheet online somewhere. Just type in Funky Phantom and you'll find a whole passel of model sheets of the Funky Phantom TV show. There we go. So until next time, keep drawing and keep having fun, and we will see you for the next character.